Imagine waking up to a world where trade deals aren't negotiated, but dictated, where tariffs are dropped like bombs without warning, where allies become adversaries overnight. This is the reality we face now. The global economy stands at a dangerous crossroads. The very principles that once held trade and diplomacy together, trust, cooperation, shared growth, are unraveling before our eyes. At the heart of this chaos is a leader who chooses confrontation over collaboration, a leader who weaponizes tariffs and turns diplomacy into a series of tweets and letters. Yet, amidst this turmoil, a different story is unfolding north of the border. Canada, under the guidance of Mark Carney, is charting a course of steadiness, strategy, and unity. This is the tale of two nations, two very different visions of leadership in a time of economic uncertainty. Dear Mr. Japan, you're going to pay a 25% tariff on your cars. That line sent in a letter reads less like a diplomatic communication and more like a late-night rant. Welcome to the era of unpredictable trade policy. President Trump's approach to global commerce feels less like structured negotiation and more like a game of power and whims. Tariffs fluctuate with moods. Agreements are made and broken with tweets. Promises dissolve into threats. Trade, once a carefully balanced system, is now a chaotic battlefield where countries are forced to choose, pay up or be punished. Behind this erratic behavior lies a fundamental misunderstanding of modern economics. Global supply chains don't exist in isolation. A car assembled in America might have parts from Japan, Canada, and dozens of other countries. Punishing one country means hurting businesses and consumers at home. Yet the administration's focus remains on trade deficits, numbers on a page without grasping the complex web of cooperation that makes the modern economy tick. The consequences are very real. Retaliatory tariffs threaten millions of jobs. Prices rise, inflation spikes, markets grow unstable. Farmers, manufacturers, and workers bear the brunt of these reckless decisions. And all the while, American businesses and allies hold their breath, waiting for clarity that never comes. The July 9th tariff pause was supposed to calm tensions. Instead, it became a deadline to flex power. No clear roadmap, no reliable strategy, just ultimatums sent like messages in bottles, hoping for compliance. Trump's idea of leadership? Throw a number out there, 25%, 30%, 50%, and see who blinks first. When asked about extending tariffs, his response was chillingly vague. No, I'm not. I'll be writing letters to a lot of countries. This scattershot tactic isn't leadership. It's chaos masquerading as confidence. Countries are called spoiled one moment and praised the next, depending on the mood of the day. The US president plays a high-stakes game of economic chicken, with real people's lives on the line. Now shift the scene northward. Canada isn't playing this game. Under Mark Carney's steady hand, Canada is responding with strategy, not tantrums. When the controversial digital services tax threatened to derail talks, Carney made a bold but calculated move. He paused the tax. To some, it looked like backing down, but in truth, it was a brilliant tactic. By shelving a tax that could have sparked massive retaliation, Carney bought Canada time, protected jobs, and preserved economic stability. This wasn't surrender, it was savvy diplomacy. While Trump throws tantrums, Carney builds bridges. The trade conflict isn't just about tariffs and taxes. It's a test of values. Democracy, freedom, unity, all are on the line. Canadians are responding by coming together. Bill C-5, a landmark national building plan, is passed. This isn't just infrastructure investment, it's a commitment to unity and partnership, especially with Indigenous peoples. Together, Canada aims to build one economy, powered by Canadian energy, technology, and workers. This vision is leadership in its purest form. Contrast Canada's approach with America's. America first sounds like strength, but isolation isn't strength, it's weakness. Breaking alliances, insulting friends, and retreating into unilateral tariffs weakens the US's standing. Allies are hesitant, investors grow cautious, growth slows. Even US companies prepare for the worst. True leadership requires collaboration, predictable policies, and respect for partners. Without these, a nation isolates itself, economically and politically. Tariffs aren't abstract numbers. They translate into higher prices on store shelves. They put farmers out of business. They threaten manufacturing jobs. Trump's obsession with trade deficits ignores the realities of global economics. Canada understands that interconnected economies require cooperation, not coercion. As the EU's top trade official flies to Washington, hope flickers for a resolution. But Trump's track record shows he prefers retaliation over negotiation. Storming out of talks, rejecting fair digital tax proposals, and issuing threats doesn't foster trust, it erodes it. Markets tremble, investors retreat, and workers suffer. Mark Carney isn't distracted by headlines or personal attacks. He focuses on long-term goals: economic stability, international respect, and national trust. While Trump seeks quick wins and media moments, Carney plays the long game. He knows true power lies in steady, inclusive leadership. Where Trump clings to fossil fuels and isolation, Carney pushes Canada toward energy independence and sustainability. Jobs are created, communities thrive. The country moves forward together. Leadership isn't about noise or personal attacks. It's about listening, collaborating, and building. Carney's work reflects this. He isn't dividing to conquer, he's uniting to grow. Carney's vision goes beyond flags and slogans. He empowers Canadians with tools, technology, and opportunities. He's reducing dependence on unstable global partners by expanding ties to India, China, Europe, and beyond. Trump claims respect as return to America. But respect isn't earned by bullying. It comes from integrity, reliability, and collaboration. Carney embodies this truth. Personal attacks on central bankers, unpredictable policies, and inflammatory rhetoric destabilize markets and hurt everyday people. Carney surrounds himself with experts and works with them, building confidence and stability. Canada is no longer waiting for the world to act. It's building, it's innovating, it's leading. In a world rocked by uncertainty and division, Canada's example shines bright. Steady leadership, unity, and vision aren't just ideals. They're the foundation for real progress. As tariffs threaten to upend economies, remember, noise fades, progress lasts, and true leadership always wins. Thank you for listening.